Hey, what's going on? So I like to work on all sorts of things like building robots, coding, soldering, and all sorts of stuff that happens right here at my desk. But lately, I've been thinking, why do I only work at the desk when I can have the desk work for me? And so I built this robot named Cubit. Cubit's a desk robot that has a dream to make everybody's life easier and cleaner. From folding laundry to flipping grilled cheese, Cubit has you covered. And so, if you want to build a robot like this, it all starts with one thing. The pegboard. Pegboard is the backbone of the entire system. This is where we can store tools, organize our gadgets, and most importantly, where the robot is born. Now, the desk feels a lot more functional, but it doesn't feel alive. And when you build a robot, you want to make it feel alive. So for this, we give it a face. I like to use an LED matrix, which is a grid of LEDs that's going to give our robot some expression, awareness, and some good old personality. Next up, we give the robot some light. I like to use these LED tubes because they add such a nice cinematic crispiness to our robot. And now it's time to turn this into an actual robot by giving it some robot arms. For this, we're using the S0100s, which is a completely open source robot kit that you can print right at home. And to print it out, I'm using my Bamboo Lab A1, and let me tell you, this thing is a beast. Because not only does every print come out flawlessly, but I can print out this entire robot kit directly from my phone, all open sourced on MakerWorld and GitHub. And so once you have all the pieces printed out, you are ready to assemble the arm. To assemble the arm, all you need to do is place the motor, screw it in, place the motor, screw it in, and repeat. Nice. But the question comes, how do we move the arms? Well, there's a couple ways. The first way is by simply recording an animation of the robot and having it play whenever we want. So, let's put it to the test. Now, I know what you may be saying. You're just making smiley faces and flipping old bread. Well, it's not just about constructing smiley faces and flipping bread, because if we're able to construct a smiley face, why not construct a small house? And if we're able to flip some bread, then can we whisk some eggs? And if we can flip some bread and whisk some eggs, then can we make an egg sandwich? And the issue here is that there's too many variables. And to fix this, we can use some AI. By adding some cameras on the robot, we can create this environment that we can feed into an AI so that it can solve any different problem set. And this is promising, but we can take this a level higher. By modeling the robot in a simulation, we can have the robot learn all sorts of different tasks and transfer that AI into real life. Okay, now I want to switch it up a little, so I hope you enjoyed that. But now I want to go over all the software that I use to build and deploy the desk robot. And it all starts with the simulation software that I have right in front of me. And as you can see, we have two S0100 robot arms and a sweater in front of it. And I think you know what's about to go down, because what I can do is I can control these two robot arms using my keyboard. Now, what's really cool about this is that I can pick up the sweater, I can drag the sweater, I can do everything that I can do with the sweater in real life, but now in a simulation. And what this means is that we can pretty well have an AI control these two robot arms and learn how to fold laundry all within a simulation. Now, for the simulation, it's being powered by something called Isaac Lab and Isaac Sim. If you don't know what Isaac Lab is, or Isaac Sim, well, you have some research to do, because this is one of the most groundbreaking technologies in the entire robotics space. Anytime you see one of the robots, walking, or doing something intelligent, you can be rest assured it's probably been trained in Isaac Lab because of how well the physics simulates our real world and how it makes it easy for robots to learn years of knowledge all within a couple minutes and a couple lines of code. So what you can do is you can make an attempt to try and fold laundry using these robot arms and your keyboard. Now, I would say if you're really good at video games, you might be really good at robotics, because the skills of video games is very transferable to what we do in robotics in terms of training and building and deploying these robots to the real world to solve all sorts of different problems, okay? Now, I want to bring attention to this company called Lightwheel AI that's actually hosting a challenge on who can fold the best laundry. And you can win upwards to $10,000 using this exact simulation and make an attempt to, fold laundry. So here, they make it very easy to install everything. It's just a couple lines of code to install the simulation and the environment. And once you have that running, you'll be able to control the two robot arms with your keyboard and try to fold the laundry. But I want to move on to the next thing now, which is how I control my desk robot. And it all starts with this dashboard that's been vibe coded. And pretty well, there's a bunch of sliders on it, and each slider is connected to a specific motor. And so when I move one of the sliders here, you'll notice that the arms behind me starts to move as well, okay? Now, because the arms are mounted directly into the wall, this has introduced a lot of complexity for the robot in terms of its inverse kinematics and teleoperating it in a way that just is seamless. Because one of the big concerns here is having the robot actually bust a hole in the wall because, the arms start flinging around. So this dashboard actually makes it a lot more safer for me because I can set the constraints and set the minimum and maximum ranges for where the arms should move and operate in. So very cool stuff. There's also all sorts of other features packed into this dashboard. So I highly recommend checking it out. It's all open source on GitHub. Now, another dashboard I want to showcase is the LED matrix dashboard. And here there are over 72 different expressions that you can set on your desk robot. And so it's just a matter of selecting it, and you'll notice that behind me, after selecting the fire expression, it sets it directly on the LED matrix. And so there's all sorts of different expressions that you can set, whether you want your robot to be happy, surprised, sad, whether you want a boot, all sorts of cool things, okay? On top of that, you can also set the X and Y axis of where you want the eyes to look. And so this can power up all sorts of different features, like having the eyes track a person or having the eyes track an object that's on the table. So very cool stuff. Now, I quickly want to give a huge thank you to Bamboo Lab, who's a sponsor of this video. They truly make amazing, high quality products. None of these robotic creations would be possible without Bamboo Lab. So I highly recommend checking them out and looking at all the products they offer, because there's all sorts of really cool things. So go check it out, go star the repo, it'll help a lot. And in the next video, I'll be showing you how to make this robot a lot more autonomous. So stay tuned, like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.